Welcome to the 2024 Marine City Memorial Day Parade. I am Craig Zimmerman along with Bruce Holliday on the camera. We're here on Memorial Day, which is Monday morning. The skies looked like it was raining earlier, so we got lucky. The clouds are here, but the rain is gone, so we're in good weather for the Memorial Day Parade and the festivities here at Memorial Park. Leading it off is the Marine City Police Department. Then we've got some Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts. We can hear the Mariner Marching Band. And as Memorial Day parades go, the band is usually the number one thing. I tried to get Bruce to get a microphone, but he says no, he's just a video guy. We have some veterans in the parade. Sounds like Friday night, doesn't it? Thank goodness for the weather, because you wouldn't want to have all that brass out in the rain. Got East China School Operations. Who's behind the wheel there? Butch. Looks like a couple of new John Deere side-by-sides, huh? Rotary International, Interact Marine City High School organization. Then a whole host of tractors. Those are always interesting. Those are a passion. Those gentlemen clean those tractors and make them look like new. I'm guessing that some of the one there is 1945, so got a Ford 3000, it's probably somewhere in the 60s. It's from the Schweihofer farm. '55 John Deere. And probably a tractor a lot of people never heard of, a 1957 Minneapolis Moline by Mr. Team. And a 65 Cockshut. If we wouldn't have had the sticker on it, I thought it was a Ford. Just wasn't Ford blue. We got third generation on some of these tractors. And you got Mr. Hahn with his trike. Pretty big horse there, isn't it? And the Marine City Little League, boys and girls. Little Leaguers are looking for the camera. Couple suspects over there in the orange and black, I see. Doesn't look to be too much of a mess from the single horse, so that's good news. Putting a Little League behind a horse could be a tough thing. And then the Marine City DPW Fire Department. Yeah, thank you to the DPW for getting the truck down here so that Bruce could get this from an elevated viewpoint. Of course, his feet are going to be sticky for a week with the asphalt. Do not walk in the kitchen with those shoes on. And what's a parade without a fire truck, right? Got a couple of those, and we should hear a few sounds. And then once the parade is finished, we'll go to the ceremony and listen to what Memorial Day is all about. There's these guys here. They don't want to walk, so they drive. And then you got all the young firemen that'll walk in it, the 2 miles. Thank you to our fire department, police department, and DPW. Bruce, I don't know if you can get it, but like you will notice on the side of this Marine City fire truck, which I'm guessing is their newest pumper, it's number E1, but it also has a logo on the side with the spear on it. So if you can catch that. The Mariner logo with the spear. Pretty good turnout for a morning that everybody thought they might stay home because of the weather, and it's dry as can be. And that'll conclude the parade portion, and we will pick up with the ceremony here in a minute. So for Bruce Holliday, I'm Craig Zimmerman, 2024 Memorial Day Parade.
Good morning and welcome. At this time, please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Company 10, present arms. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Order, arms! First of all, thank you for dodging the hurricane. I appreciate it. Attention to orders. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. Know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelity and abilities of Lisa Hendrick, Terry Philo, and the Marine City Lions, Jackie Owens, Wynn Eckets, Chief Jim Heslop in the Marine City Police Department, Chief Joe Slankster in the Marine City Fire Department, the Reverend Rebecca Lepley, Marine City Police Department Chaplain, Captain Ron Team, Marine City Fire Department Chaplain, the Honorable Jennifer Vanden Bosch, Mayor of Marine City, Jimmy DeHeno, Jeff Schmidt and the Marine City Department of Public Works, Director Stephen Fox and the Mariners Marching Band, Dennis Daniels, the Sweet Tooth of Marine City, and finally, Petty Officer First Class Thomas Graff, U.S. Navy, retired. A profound debt of gratitude is hereby bestowed upon these organizations and individuals. Your continued unwavering support of the Memorial Day Parade and ceremony reflects highly upon our city and is entirely in keeping with the finest traditions of community and patriotism. Given by my hand and many others on this 27th of May, 2024. At this time, I would welcome the Mayor of Marine City, the Honorable Jennifer Vanden Bosch.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for attending the City of Marine City's Memorial Day Parade and ceremonies. First, I'd like to thank everyone who assisted in organizing the parade and ceremony. Special thank you to Jesse White and to Denny Daniels for his ongoing dedication in maintaining this site all year round. Let us remember that Memorial Day is more than just a long weekend or a day off of work. It's a time to remember, to honor, and to celebrate the lives and legacies of the brave men and women who gave their lives in service of their country. Counting those who died in the American Revolution up to those who have perished in our more recent wars and conflicts, more than 1 million Americans have died in defense of our country. Although these service members came from all walks of life, they shared several fundamental qualities. They possessed courage and pride, determination, selflessness, dedication of duty, and integrity, all the qualities needed to serve a cause larger than oneself. I realize there's nothing I can say to truly state the amount of gratitude that I have, or that we all have, for the sacrifice that has been made for us. Our freedom is not free, and our freedoms are the most expensive things that we own, and they came at a price that our brave men and women paid. It is up to us to do as much good as possible to honor this debt that we know can never be repaid. We need to remember that we are all Americans and our diversity is our strength. No matter your political stance, your religious beliefs, or any other belief you may hold, we are one nation under God to fight for, to support, and defend. We are one community in this one nation, and we should be grateful because we were willing to sacrifice for all of us. As we observe this Memorial Day, we must remember the legacy of our fallen heroes and express our gratitude for their service. As General Patton once said, "It is foolish and wrong to mourn the men that died. Rather, we should thank God that these men lived." Let us be grateful for the brave men and women who gave their lives for our country, and let us strive to live up to the example of their service and sacrifice. And in closing, I'd like to say that God bless our soldiers, God bless our first responders, God bless you and your families, and God bless America. Thank you.
Captain Ron Team, Marine City Fire Department Chaplain.
Good morning. On behalf of Marine City Fire Department, we welcome everyone to this remembrance of all of our fallen. At this time, we'd like to ring the bell 3 times for our recently departed David Stevenson and Bill Furtaw. And now, if I may, I'd like to recite the firefighter's prayer. When I am called to duty, God, whoever flames may rage, give me the strength to save some life, whatever be its age. Help me to embrace a little child before it is too late, or save an older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout, and quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to fill my calling and give the best in me to guard my every neighbor and protect his property. And if according to your will I have to lose my life, please bless with your protecting hand my children and my wife. Thank you.
The tales of tragic heroism I have related to you over the years were all lacking one obvious element. I didn't know any of those men. I had read a few of their biographies, others I learned about over the years in my own fascination with military history. And as I sat a few weeks ago agonizing over what to say this morning, it suddenly struck me that sadly, I did indeed know someone who was a casualty of war. I knew him rather well. He was a fellow Marine named Alex, and his battle raged on long after the official shooting war had ended. I met Alex Zane 20 years ago at the Pennsylvania Gunsmith School. I had already been there just over a semester, and when his class came aboard, word got around quickly about one of the new guys. He was clearly ex-military. He wore combat boots, had a buzz cut, and carried a pistol with 2 extra magazines, visibly, and was darn proud of it. Eventually, being jarheads, we got to talking. Now, to say Alex was a character was quite an understatement. While he and I would howl with laughter over some shared experience while in service, the rest of the student body was way more interested in his gun collection. Even more so, the inside lid of his toolbox, adorned with photos of his rather attractive gun-toting wife in all manner of alluring poses. Alex had to chase us away. As time went by, though, we learned more. Alex had been a farrier, but a patient of his didn't like being shooed one day and tried to sit on him. His back injuries were severe and life-altering. The cocktail of medications he was prescribed by the VA was impressive and dangerous. But the VA seemed unable to bring him any relief, and it exacted a terrible toll on him. It came out that my friend was battling depression too, and that Alex had other demons plaguing him, not just physical pain from getting folded in half by a horse's butt. One day, the pics of his wife disappeared, with not much explanation other than, well, we're divorced now. He did admit to me that they'd met on some Romanian dating site and that the whole thing had probably been a really bad idea. Still, he was deeply hurt by it all. As time went by, I learned that Alex had served during Desert Storm and that we had been only a few hundred feet apart in one of our few engagements. Alex was an M60 gunner and was probably the only troop in the entire expeditionary unit to actually fire upon the enemy. But as he told it, when his unit moved ahead, he got to witness the results of his work, and it began to bother him deeply. About this time, Alex and a classmate of his, Harvey, and his wife, Rochelle, teamed up to open a firearm refinishing business. We questioned his decision, given his status as a full-time student, but Alex was adamant they were going to be successful. But soon Harvey went down to New Orleans to help with hurricane damage repair and soon sent word that he was never returning. Sorry for the hassle. Divorce papers included. Please sign and return. Rochelle was not entirely shocked, but Alex went into a tailspin. His physical and mental health got worse. The changes were subtle, but if you knew him, you could see it. By the time I graduated, Alex and I had fallen out of touch as I gave all my attention to my new business. Alex, however, slipped deeper into depression and physical pain. Rochelle had stuck around and became something of Alex's caretaker, checking in on him and taking his new dog for walks as his medications kept him out of focus and without energy. It was clear she had strong feelings for him, unreturned, and she was my only source of information on him and his condition. Perhaps a bit blinded by her feelings for Alex, she put a good face on his status and was hopeful for improvement, not seeing what was coming. Could any of us? Alex had someone in his life who cared, though, and that's often enough. One day, Rochelle called me, crying. She had taken Alex's dog for a walk. He had seemed okay, napping in his recliner. But when she returned, she found him slumped in his chair, unresponsive, breathing, but roughly. His left hand, resting in his lap, still clutched his favorite Ruger 22 pistol. Alex lived for another 2 days. Then his parents took him off life support. He was cremated in his dress blues and buried with full military honors. I've often mourned for my friend and wished that I'd been more attentive to his pain, more aware of the nightmare that is veteran suicide. Would he have been saved by counseling? Less medication? I don't know. I do know my friend fought hard. He got physically hurt, badly, and suffered for it. He saw bad things. He made a few really bad decisions. In the end, it brought him to his limit, where he could take no more. Alex Zane, Lance Corporal, United States Marine Corps. Rest easy, brother. Now, at this time, I will conclude the ceremony with taps. Company 10. Company dismissed.